You wish you'd done anything different, or do you feel like you just wish you'd gotten an answer?
No, I mean, I wish I'd gotten an answer, and I'm glad I definitely asked the questions I did, because finally this issue is being brought about, and people that say, you know, this isn't an issue, well, talk to college kids, people my age, just people around the world want to know this, and it hasn't been asked, so I thought it was a perfect time to ask it.
Evan Strange, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Shepard.
All right, will the Lewinsky name and everything that comes with it haunt Hillary Clinton through the rest of her campaign? With us now, Jessica Colon, the chairperson for the Young Republicans, and Regina Calcaterra, a Democratic strategist. Regina, let's forget this just for a second. We'll get back to it. But how do you put Chelsea Clinton out on the field campaigning for you, go to college after college and event after event, put the media in a cage and demand that they not ask her questions? How do you do that? How do you get away with that?
Well, Shep, you're actually going to like the answer I'm going to give you. It's somewhat, from a Democrats' perspective, it's somewhat indefensible. I think any candidate or surrogate should be asked any question by the media or voters, and we should not put a First Amendment gag on the media or voters, regardless of who the candidates or surrogates are. And even if the question is insensitive and inappropriate, they could choose not to ask it. But by placing a gag on it for one particular surrogate, I don't think is necessarily appropriate.
All right, what do you think, Jessica?
I'm surprised the press obliges that request.
Well, you know what? I got to break in there, because you know, we're to blame sometime, and I think it's my fault. Like, I remember being in front of the Ole Miss Union. It's spring break. There are a few hundred students out there, and her handlers, they're just doing what they're supposed to do. They didn't make this stuff up. Her handlers say, get in that cage and don't ask a question. And I got in that cage and didn't ask a question. And I don't know why I did that, but I wish I hadn't done that. I wish I'd asked a question.
Well, you won't do it again, will you?
How in the world can you tell the voice and the eyes and the ears of the people that they can't ask questions?
I'm surprised. It's very bold for them to request this, and it is surprising the press obliges. But I think you'll do it differently next time, Shepard Smith.
Well, you damn right I will, but they probably won't let me near her. What about this question, though, Regina? Does the way she handled Lewinsky tell us anything about her strength or weakness? Was that a fair question?
I think it was insensitive and inappropriate and should not have been asked to Chelsea Clinton. But there was a question of why she didn't divorce. People question, women, particularly women of my age and social status, asked why she didn't divorce Bill if that happened. Was it a sign of weakness or was it a sign of strength? I mean, it's a valid question, but quite frankly, we're not really looking at her personal life at this point. We're looking at her professional experience and hoping that that's going to be what guides her into the president's office.
Jessica?
Well, the question was not phrased what I think Mr. Strange really wanted to find out, and he wasn't.
I think he just wanted to get on TV and get him talking about Monica, but that's just me.
He works for his college newspaper, but you know, I think that Chelsea, and I wasn't there. Obviously, we weren't there. We don't know what Chelsea was thinking, but I think the way it was phrased, she took it personally, and what he really meant was, your mom said that this was a vast right-wing conspiracy, and it turned out to be true. Does that make her credible? You know, and does that show that she just jumps into rhetoric when it could actually be a true thing? So I think that what happened, the question was ill-phrased, and it looked like a personal affront to Chelsea Clinton, and she reacted to that.
All right, Jessica, Regina, thank you both. I got an email during this from somebody. Dave Schmidt writes and says, uh-oh, the kid who asked Chelsea the question about Monica looks like Sean Hannity. Don't tell the Democrats. Conspiracy? All right, so that's that. We'd like to hear what you think.